Hi everyone, this is Veritas, a platform that combines machine learning prediction with Nova AI reasoning to evaluate startup potential. In this walkthrough, I'll enter raw startup data that predicts, then explains how AI generated analysis helps in decision making. So this is our home page, and it's an overview where a Veritas, basically Veritas is built for founders, investors, and analytics. The ML layers gives the probability-based outcomes, and the Nova AI layer explains market, risk, and strategic recommendations in a plain language. Now that we have seen this landing page, we can go to the product page, which you can get to know based on the data which will be filled in. So if I select a market type of software and I'll enter the same city name San Francisco and the Bay Area itself. And if I raise funds of $5 million in USD and as I keep it default, and if I enter the year is 2018 and the funding type offered there are 5 if I raise a funding type of 2. And if I give AngelList signals up to 5, then there is a print. If I employee count, if I give a predict, I have a 94% of success rate, which also gives a high confidence score, and it's a good, by the way. Now, same thing, if I give a risky data that that is relatively mature for the software for strong signals, meaning meaningful funding and major participation in high quality signals. Risk profile. Suppose if it's also a software and it's from Texas. If I add a region Canada and if I raise a $4 million USDs and 4 funding rounds, and the year is of 2025, and there is also a seed venture and a series funding type and the AngelList of suppose 4, and if I give around 18, 18 employee count if I predict, so I have a 51% of failure rate. That's the thing. Now that I am entering a noisy and risky profile, we are new startup age and inconsistent location. Due to this, the result typically drops significantly, often showing likely or a higher confidence failure. Due to this, the model penalizes very early stages, uncertainty, and inconsistent category startups. So even with funding, risk can dominate. Yeah, this is the page, and compared to the compare page, we can compare both A and B startups, and due to this, we can get help help us benchmark two opportunities side by side, where startup A should win with a clear probability delta, and this is useful for portfolio prioritization and fast scenarios. Now coming to this model results, the XGBoost is a top one better performed model. There is an analyze page where there is a AI, which is no AI, which help us to combine prediction, narrative reasoning, agent because of the agent mode goes with the step-based analysis like profile, market, context, risk audits, and investment ties. Due to this, instead of just a score, we get a rational risk potentials and actionable next steps. Yeah, this is the thing. If I had to enter the details as I have given before, uh, it's a US based and the fund is 2019. Let's give Texas, Canada, and it's a list of four. And there is a $4 million of fundraising, and there are four fund rounds, and the employment is 18. If I add the seed, venture, and series A, if I analyze, then the AI generates a quality information where you can see that executives of the startup exhibits a model and 15%. This is a complete AI based on the parameters which the AI takes. It explains everything where in the risk factors and market assignment, strategic recommendations, and investment prediction. And these strategic recommendations are way more useful for this to increase the score of the startup by applying in real world scenarios where things could work as expected in the field. Now, coming to the market, here, if I enter a market where here, where the full market sizing competitive landscape will be analyzed and there is a signal report is generated. This market is a sector level insights where it takes different types of funding climates, and this is the thing. If I add up fintech and this is the specified focus is option. If I click generate, it gives a complete research report where we build AI workflow through some BCs. Let's wait. Yeah, the fintech market is generated, and here this is completely complete information which is given by the Noah AI, and there are certain things which also help us if the risks are involved and everything. That's the thing which we have got at one place. Even we are doing this many kind of research, and the NOAA is doing at one place. This is the thing. Now the key growth drivers is like everything is up to here, and it gives a complete research and pathways. The business model, the subscription with experience prices, and there are things which are parameters which help really well to grow the business strategies. Now, there is a docs page 2 which involves a complete batch information about the analysis where you can paste all the things and get a clear execution where it gives a text. If you give a text and it executes all the text which are offered 1 to 3 pages and summarize that and makes a business plan where it involves a problem solution market transaction teams and any outline we get to know what is it. We can add a multi-model image also if we don't want to give everything in the text itself, we can give just an image and get to know the thing. Now here is an AI chart which is a Veritas AI help us to make things more suitable and workful. Now here are the basic things so people usually ask. Now let me ask one of the things which is what what is the biggest mistake founders make before Series A? Now if I add an enter, now wait, let's wait for the response. And now the response was very intuitive. Like the biggest mistake founders makes a series is focusing too much. That it's telling like a growing matrix and not enough unit economy product market fit validation. So in this context, it is mentioning which is the important parameters that may lead to founders making a biggest mistake, not to get forward in it. And there is also giving a solution like a pre-series. A founder had focus on building defensible unit of economy and gather hard evidence of predict product market fit. So it is a useful insight. Let me give one more thing. What how should I improve the readiness in 90 days? Now let's how should I improve investors readiness in 90 days? If I add this and it gives it weights and so for this question it gave me like a week or 90 days plan for me to improve the readiness to the investors. So this gives a really clarity information based on the things like your problems, target market size solutions, and teams ask. And there is a weak plan goes through barriers of entries, financial crisis, and at last the key mindset: we don't be a picture, be the problem solver with the evidence. So it gives also a quote and meaningful information regarding this. Yeah, that's the final recap. Veritas bridges the predicts, predictive ML and strategic AI reasoning. And finally, it helps move from the raw startup data to investment grade decision quickly and transparently. That's it. This is a wind up, guys. Thank you. Thank you for watching.